The SICHAH under study is a deconstruction and analysis of Rashi's commentary to a pasuk regarding the construction of the teva, the requirement that Noah was to make a tzohar for the teva. But before dealing with the Rashi and the SICHAH, allow me to put this pasuk into context. The central theme of Perek 6 is the construction of the Teva, the ark, that, according to Midrashic thinking, had a dual purpose. The first, to alert the people of an impending disaster and provide them with an opportunity to change their ways. And secondly, to save the family line of Noach from annihilation. In the lead up to the construction of the Teva, we are told why Noach deserved being saved. We are told that he was an ish tzaddik, he was a tamim, and Noach walked with God. The context of this statement is the growing corruption of mankind, in which after 9 generations, God takes note of the fact that immorality and corruption has become acceptable within society, and decides that Emche et ha'adam asher barati, I am going to annihilate mankind, man, animal, creatures and birds, on account of the fact ki nichamti ki asitim, I now have regrets regarding this decision to create man. The section ends with a statement that Noach matza chen be'eini Hashem, that despite the corruption, there was one individual, Noach, whom God felt was worth saving, which led into an account of Noach and the actual details regarding the construction of the Teva. In the segment dealing with the construction of the ark, we have a list of items for which Noach was required to attend to, and clearly the list is not exhaustive. The items that are mentioned include information regarding the type of wood that was to be used in its construction. There needed to be cubicles, presumably for the various species of animals. He was to make sure that the ark was waterproof. Noach is provided with the dimensions of the ark. He is told to make a tzohar for the ark. Into the side of the ark, Noach was to provide access, a petach, and the ark had to be constructed with 3 levels. Noach is informed of God's displeasure with the way civilization has evolved, and that he has decided to begin anew. He promises to establish a covenant with Noach and his descendants. And finally, Noach is given a set of instructions regarding the animals and the birds that were to be protected within the ark from the annihilation of civilization that was about to take place. Amongst the various commands that were given to Noach regarding the construction of the Teva, he was told to tzohar ta'aseh la-teva, that for the Teva he was to make a tzohar, a word which the Mefarshim invariably struggle with, most settling upon a link between the word tzohar and tzoharayim. Tzoharayim is the middle of the day where the sun provides the greatest amount of light and heat, and therefore tzohar ta'aseh la-teva would appear to be an obligation for Noah to arrange for some form of illumination for those within the ark during the days of the Mabul and onwards. The BERESHIT Rabbah presents us with 2 positions as to what specifically this tzohar was, both definitions recorded and accepted by Rashi. Yesh omrim chalon, says Rashi. Some say it was a chalon. Nowadays a chalon is understood to be an area of the building into which we place a transparent material, generally glass, in order to allow light to enter. I'm not convinced that back then in the days of Noach, the technique for the making of glass was known. So therefore possibly the chalon was as a way to move a section of the roof to allow for the light to enter, very much like today's skylights. V'yesh omrim even tova. A second option, that it was a precious stone that somehow was able to generate light from within, and this even tova was the one that was hameira lahem, that provided light for them during the days of the Mabul. Chalon, external light coming in. Even tova, internal light illuminating outwards.